So here's week 13. Okay, one of the first things we went over in class on Tuesday was about centrifugal versus centripetal and the differences between those two. So that's what David went over. And then the next one was circular motion, which is when an object moves in a circular path. And then rotational, which is rotating around an axis. So that is the differences between those two. And the next thing David gave us was this chart right here. So I'm not sure if you can really see it that well, but that just describes how you would write rotational motion based on position, velocity, acceleration, mass, and force compared to like linear. It's way different. So he just taught us like all the symbolism in that and how you're supposed to write it and some of the formulas. So after that, we got into a little bit of momentum and impulse. So the formula for momentum is product equals mass times velocity, and impulse is how you change something's momentum, which is the force times the change in time equals the change in position. And then on Thursday, David basically let us just work on our project with our group, like what we could get done. So in our group, we just tried to get the video analysis, and that was really difficult just because the numbers weren't turning out right and it wasn't accurate enough. So we were just kind of tweaking it and trying to get the right numbers. I think it had to do with something about the video, like we just couldn't figure out the right spot to click for the points, and I think that kind of messed it up. But so yeah, the remaining of class we just worked on that, tried figuring out what we could do next, and then just planning ahead and trying to get stuff done. So for homework, I read through, because I didn't get a chance during the week to read through the spiral conservation, so I went through that and I took a look at the activities as well. So we didn't really get into depth with anything this week, so tomorrow I think we'll do that and just go over it all in more detail. And yeah, oh yeah, and I also did the Project 2 interview redux assignment, and I completed that. It took like a really long time because I had to go on Word and like actually put in like every arrow from inserting like a shape or whatever, but it took a long time, but I did it and I just submitted that. And other than that, I just did the normal NEAT video and commenting on last week's NEAT video. I think that's pretty much it. I only have a question about when the Project 3 is due and like what we're going to be doing, if we're going to have time for it in class this week, because I think we're going to need that. So yeah, I just want to know when everything's due or when we need to submit it to you for you to look at. So yes, I think that's it, and see you next week. Bye.